Over the past 6 months, I've met so many clients looking for lighting design. Their most common questions aren't about strip light wattage or whether to use downlights or spotlights. Instead, they ask, gee, is lighting design really necessary for my house? Is remote design reliable? I'm afraid the plan won't translate to reality. Is my home just not suited for high-quality lighting? Whenever I hear these questions, I am always reminded of one particular person. Some time ago, I received a call for help from a young designer in Chengdu. Honestly, the conditions of her current project were quite average. The client's budget was tight, the timeline was short, and the on-site contractors had never installed a trimless, mainless lighting system. During our first video conference, she was extremely nervous and timid. She worried that she couldn't pull it off, and even felt she didn't deserve to charge the client. She had so many doubts. But do you know what? She worked overtime until AM every single night, repeatedly revising and refining the design scheme. During the installation phase, she was on site the entire time, meticulously adjusting the luminaire angles, orientation, beam profiles, and cutoff angles, checking them one by one. When a ceiling section was broken by the workers, she cut the holes herself. If a spotlight's position was off by a few centimeters, she would climb up the ladder and adjust it repeatedly. It was her first time creating a baffled anti-glare light trough for a wall-washing LED strip. She finally got the boundary definition and softness of the light just right. On the final day, during our video call, the first thing she said deeply impressed me. She said, gee, today I finally understand what you meant. Good lighting has a sense of order. She said the project was finally completed on site, and the client was extremely satisfied. I told her, people who understand design are common, but those who are truly dedicated to realizing it are rare. She didn't graduate from a prestigious school, nor did she have experience at a major design firm. She didn't even have many opportunities to practice, but having no clear advantage didn't matter. She had just one thing, the willingness to put in the work. At that moment, I realized that our industry isn't just overly competitive or lacking opportunities. It's that there are too few people who actually dare to get things right. Those who are willing to patiently get each luminaire position, beam angle, and reflectance are even rarer. You think the masters are smarter than you? They simply put effort into 10,000 details that you chose to ignore. What do we in the lighting design industry fear most? It isn't being blamed. Nor is it being told we are too expensive, or having our schemes repeatedly revised. Nor is it working overtime into the dead of night. What we fear most is knowing exactly how to make it better, but choosing not to do it out of fear of trouble, mistakes, or rejection. And simply giving up. Recently, I met a senior lighting designer with over a decade of experience in hotel and hospitality lighting. He told me something very profound and direct. None of the masters in the lighting industry rely on raw talent. They are forged by learning from failed lighting designs over and over again. As he said this, countless memories flashed through my mind, rushing tight deadlines, working overtime with clients, installing and commissioning luminaires until dawn, and explaining to clients dozens of times. Wall washing isn't just about lighting up a wall, or arguing with construction foremen over drawings in mock-up rooms until our voices went hoarse. Being questioned by clients about whether remote designs can actually be realized, being told that design shouldn't cost money, and even being asked if lighting design truly has any value. Yet, it is precisely those moments of misunderstanding, rejection, and failure that pushed me to become a better designer, and pushed us to become more outstanding, professional individuals. A few days ago, I came across another story. An owner of a residential lighting store was stuck in a dilemma. He wanted to elevate his lighting design, but was too afraid to try. He worried about the learning curve, feared the contractors wouldn't cooperate, and was anxious that clients wouldn't pay more for quality lighting. Until one day, he said to me, gee, I've been thinking about what you said for 2 years now. So I want to give it a try. Then, he took a relatively simple first step. He asked me to help him remotely realize the lighting design for an 80 square meter project. From that day on, he was constantly on site, checking luminaire locations, monitoring the installation of plaster-in recessed housings, overseeing the mounting angles of LED profiles, and even personally adjusting every single lighting detail to reach the perfect ambient level for that home. On the day the project was completed, he said to me, I finally realized that lighting doesn't just transform the space, it transforms my confidence as a designer. In reality, this industry isn't as oversaturated as it seems. The real competition is among the top 1% who dare to take that first step. This is especially true for lighting design. Too many people just hesitate repeatedly. What if the ceiling beams are too wide? What if the site conditions are non-standard? What if the budget is insufficient? Will a remote design be reliable? What if the contractors are incompetent? But very few will say, let me just do it once and see. Let's get to work first, then we'll figure it out. That's why a quote from Steve Jobs' biography has stuck with me to this day. If we accomplish anything in this life, it's because we are willing to try. In truth, our industry is exactly the same. All aesthetic appeal, all sense of order, and all ambience are discovered by trying over and over again. Some people get stuck thinking 100 times about how to make things more comfortable, yet they never actually take that first step. Some want to design lighting, want to go trimless and mainless, want to achieve a premium feel, but they always pause it, "I'll do it once I'm fully prepared." But do you know what? In lighting design, there's no such thing as being fully prepared. Taking action, and that is when you will truly understand. I believe this applies to any industry. In closing, I'd like to share these words with you. I don't wish that you instantly become a master. I only wish that you dare to take the first step. I don't wish that you avoid all pitfalls. I wish that every pitfall you encounter teaches you a valuable lesson. I don't wish that you instantly find enlightenment. I only wish that your next project will be better than the last. Just do it, and our clients' homes will become beautiful. Just do it, and our designs will become premium. Just do it, and your career trajectory will gradually undergo transformations beyond your wildest imagination.